Hey guys, what's going on? Drax here, back on the Hypermine server. That's right, after the craziness that was April 1st, we are back. And we are here in the sheeps. We can kill them and we can do all kinds of stuff, and then we can look into a giant hole. That's right, I have a giant hole that I have been working on. As you can see here in front of us, it is a rather large hole. I think it's a 31 by 31 across, diameter type thing. And I'm going to be building a King of the Ladder thing in here. And we've got Lori's Maze and Torbray's Connect 4 game that's hidden behind these trees, and my tents and all this stuff. So we're getting started and everything, but I need to go repair my pick. So we're going to go do that real quick. But yeah, I just figured I would show you guys kind of what we're doing. We're going to work on this a little bit later today. Mainly because we're going to have a little bit of a talky episode. Today is April 2nd. And many of you might not know, but April 2nd is Autism Awareness Day. And April is Autism Awareness Month. So, it's one of those things that I can't honestly say that before YouTube I really paid that much attention to, because it wasn't something that was in my life. You know what I mean? It's not something that I experienced every day. It's not something that it wasn't in my eye. You know what I mean? It's not that I didn't care. It's not that I was blind to it. It just, in my life, I have not been affected by autism. I have not had any family members or friends affected by autism, and it's one of those things that it's kind of, I hate to say it, but out of sight, out of mind. But it's one of those things that it is a very real fact, and it's a very real thing in our society, and a lot of Minecraft has some implications there. And I really don't know how I'm supposed to be saying this, but so I got a notification on Twitter from, let me see, it was from Clarvia Dalmian, about this post that is a second annual plea to Minecraft community to take a stand against bullying on April 2nd. Oh, I need to fix that. I forgot all about it. So, kind of what I'm thinking, I read through this big long post, and I'll link it in the description for you guys. If you're interested, you can go ahead and head over there and read it and, see what you think for yourself. And see how you can help impact the community in this way. But for me, since I wasn't affected by autism, I figured I would talk about bullying. And that's one thing that, I haven't always been affected by, but I have most definitely experienced. Like, that's something in life, most everybody kind of has either seen, partook in, been the victim of. You can relate with bullying in one way or another. And so one thing I kind of want to share is in high school I didn't really have a problem with bullying. I mean, I had some people that I didn't get along with, but I wouldn't necessarily call that bullying. That was more, to me, conflicts of interest, or conflicts of personality type things, and just boys being boys, right? Especially at that age, a lot of things are changing and whatnot. But I did often, and I hate to say this often, but I did often witness bullying. And back then I wasn't the most outgoing, I wasn't the most confident person. So unfortunately, when I witnessed these things, I kind of really didn't say anything. And even though I felt like I should, I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't the most confident person, so I just kind of kept my mouth shut and moved on with my day. But I always always had that feeling in the pit of your stomach that was like, you know, hey, I should really say something, I should really do something. And oftentimes, you know, that's just as bad as not doing anything in general. Put my helmet back on. And when you ignore it, you know, that's just as bad as participating in the act of bullying itself. At least, you know, in kind of my head it is. And let's turn our zombie noises back up. So I kind of, you know, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that a little bit. And, you know, I know how I felt growing up like that. And even now to this day, I kind of get those feelings from time to time, but I'm much more confident in myself that I can actually say something and, you know, go about my day like that. Sorry, had to yawn there a little bit. It's rather early in the morning when I'm recording this, so excuse me. But yeah, it's Lapis was here. So yeah, it's one of those things, like, in the Minecraft community, we have a fantastic community here. There are so many amazing people. There's so many big hearts. There's just so much greatness around this community, and I really mean that. Like, so many people are amazing. We do a lot in this community for charity. We do a lot for this community for other people when they're having troubles, and it's really kind of like blows my mind, you know. And I see all of this, and I see, you know, how great the community is. I mean, we went to Minecon 2013, had a blast, and it was the greatest experience of the Minecraft community that I had ever seen. You know, it was just a bunch of people hanging out, having fun, and enjoying Minecraft, and having, you know, a lot to talk about because we all share this common interest. And I think that's true to any, you know, convention like that, but it was different when the Minecon was here because we didn't, you know, it's like one of those things. You kind of see conventions, you see people might be drinking, might be having a little too much fun, but at Minecon, you know, we didn't have any, that I seen at least, any major incidents, you know, like everybody was civil and everything, and I just kind of was blown away by that. And me and Zueljin had kind of had a conversation about that once, when we were at Minecon, you know, saying how the community is really just kind of phenomenal. But and then I sit down and I'm reading this plea to the Minecraft community to take a stand against bullying. And I sit back and, you know, I don't play on a whole lot of public servers. I don't bounce around to other servers and whatnot to play. I mean, I play on my specific few. Took off my resource pack with that thing this morning. No wonder everything looks weird. But I play with my specific few servers that I'm, you know, have available to me. And so I don't get a chance to always see most of what happens outside. And that's not, you know, take it however you want, but I don't see a whole lot of bullying and stuff like that. And especially, like, if I join Hypixel and whatnot, I'm usually not paying attention to the chat because the chat is just so crazy. And maybe I need to. Maybe I need to start paying attention to the chat. Maybe we need to be more of a voice against these acts, you know, that people are... Like the guy talks about in this article that, you know, there's been community members of his server who have committed suicide because of people, you know, telling him to go kill themselves or bullying or whatnot. And it's just like, it's heartbreaking. Like, why? What in your life is so bad? Or that is so, like, what? I don't even know. Like, why would you ever tell anybody to go kill themselves? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe that's... I don't know. But I cannot fathom why on earth you would ever tell anybody to go kill themselves. This is not a joke. This is... I don't know. You know, it's, and I wish I had more experiences to draw from. I wish that I had more things to tell people to help them. I wish that I had the words to figure out, or the means to figure out why someone would do something like this. And I understand that bullying hurts the victim. And it's, you know, often tragic, and it's very, very bad, and I'm not trying to take away from that at all, but you also got to look at the bully. Like, just kind of makes you wonder what's going on in their life to bring out these kind of behaviors, these kind of actions. Like, I don't know, it makes me hurt for both sides. I hurt for the victim, and I hurt for the offender, because it's, you know, I don't know, it's just, I feel like I want to reach out and hug those people, because, you know, they're something's got to be going on. I don't know, you know, maybe I'm kind of falling on deaf ears here, and maybe I don't know, maybe I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I just, if you're a victim of bullying and everything, to me, you know, it's kind of one of those things that I could say a bunch of things, but I don't really know where to go with it. You know what I mean? I could say, like, if you were a victim of bullying and you came to me and you said, hey Drax, you know, hey, I'm having a really hard time, you know, finding a place to call a Minecraft home, and, you know, it's not going well for me, and I don't know, and my philosophy in life is, I don't know, be happy. But that doesn't always work. Like, I know it takes a lot of effort for me to put on a smile every day. And not every day. Now, I'm not going to say every day is an effort and everything, but, you know, some days are more of an effort than others. And so for me to say, you know, just smile and move on, man. Smile and move on. Keep looking for that server community that you're going to find that's going to be the best server community that you've ever been a part of. And it's going to change your life how great these people are once you find it. It's going to take time, but you will find it. That's easy for me to say because I was lucky. You know, I hit my first server community, was getting the cart pig, and those guys were amazing. That was the very first public server that I had ever joined, and it was incredible, and I loved it, and, you know, those guys were awesome, and I gotta say thank you to them because they introduced me to a lot of what I do now. You know, I found out found out a lot of things, like, through YouTube and everything that I had through them. And so, you know, I can say, just move on, find another server, you know, you don't, but I you know, it might fall on deaf ears. You guys, you know, might not be able to do that as well, and it's one, I don't know, I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm a little insensitive when it comes to stuff like that, but it's just, we all have different personalities, and we all process words and emotions and feelings differently, and, like, I might not be bothered by something because I have learned to take everything with a grain of salt. Like, I don't let things bother me. You know, it's just one of those things. And I don't know, I just you know, it's oh man, I'm having a hard time coming up with words here. If you're being bullied, get out of that environment. You know, that's one of those things, is that it's often easy to log off a server and to go find another place to play. Now, you might have progress, you might have things put into that particular server, but you know what, if it's affecting your emotional health, then it's not healthy for you, right? If you are a bully and you're doing these things, and you know you don't know why, or you don't know what causes them, or maybe you're just having fun, or maybe you don't think that you're being like that, you know, reach out to somebody and talk to them too. Like, everyone talks about defending against bullies and whatnot, and yes, that's 100%, let's defend against bullies, but sometimes the bullies need help too. You know, maybe that's why they're a bully, is because they need a hand, and they need someone to reach out to them. So just remember, there's always two sides of a coin, and always two halves of a story and everything. And I hope maybe what I've said here today has helped out a little bit. I don't know. I don't really feel like I've said much of anything, but I kind of wanted to weigh in on this subject, because it is something that it pains me. It really does. It pains me to hear that a member of our Minecraft community has taken their life because someone on a server has bullied them, and that hurts. That really hurts. I don't have children. I don't have kids of my own, but that doesn't matter. You know, I have a respect for human life, and you know, that's we treat others how we want to be treated. And I know that's not how it always works all the time, but I wished it was. You know, I wish that there wasn't any sadness or anything in the world, you know, but I don't know. I gotta say that, you know, if you're struggling with bullying and you just don't have anybody else in the world to talk to, and you feel like, Drax, I need to talk to somebody, and I don't have anyone else to talk to in this whole wide world, please send me a message on YouTube, send me a DM on Twitter, something, and I will gladly talk to you and help you through any situations that you might have. Or, you know, if I can't relate with what the issues you're going through, I'm sure I know somebody that does, and I'm sure that I could help you get in touch with the right people that could help you through whatever struggles you're going through in life. And I know I don't sound like it a lot of times, but I've been through some pretty unique situations myself, and I've had some low spots, but you know what? I always have my head up. I always am looking for the future, and I'm always trying to put on that smile, because the smiles are contagious, man. If you fake a smile, that faking is going to wear off, or not wear off, but it's gonna become contagious. And you know, you're gonna smile, and other people are gonna smile towards you, and then it's gonna make you feel good. And I don't know, that's just one thing that I kind of have to say. And you know, if you guys want to talk in the comments about it, I will respond to every comment on this video. And I just hope you guys, you know, sincerely have a good day. And keep it in mind, you know, if you get on, say, Hypixel, or you get on Play Minecraft, or any of these other public servers, and you witness something going on like that, you know, maybe invite the person that's being bullied to a game. Maybe, you know, hang out with them a little bit, you know, chat them up in a party, and just talk to them. You know, you never know what people are going through, and maybe sometimes you might just be that spark in their life that, you know, keeps them hanging on. You never know. So, but yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for today. I'm sorry for just doing a bunch of digging. This was a very talky episode, and I just felt like it kind of needed to be. Once I get this hole dug, we will start decorating it on camera, and start doing some dangerous bits to it as well. So for now, my name is Drax, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Hypermine Vanilla.